going to be a fun time.
Well, we got time for one more, David.
All right.
What you want to encore with?
Well, this is the title cut from the new CD. It's called There's a Storm, Saints Alive, Running Wild. I finished this the day Hurricane Ivan made landfall at 130 miles an hour. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. Well, it's roaring in from the ocean, won't leave much in its way. Where the big storms have names like Charlie, Ivan the Terrible arrived today. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There are prophets from military spending. There are prophets of hate on every shore. There are poor willing to wear bombs or rifles, and this twister is knocking on our door, on our door. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. It's way past the point of the spear now. It's way past the point of prayer. It's way past the broken guardrail. We're sailing out into air, into air. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. Our voting is controlled by governors. They lean left or they lean right. They're handpicked to count votes in secret. The machinery kept out of sight, out of sight. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. Where are the saints when we need them? Do they care about you and me? Do they care that power and corruption are washing over the land of the free, of the free? There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. There's a storm, saints alive, running wild. Will I go down to see my doctor for this hailstorm in my head? Wait in a long line at the drugstore and go and get some Jim Beam instead. There's a storm, alive, running wild. There's a storm, sakes alive, running wild. My neighbors meet under the street light. There's a break in the clouds above. We shake hands and look into faces and remember the power of love, of love.
Listening to David